Some days, ka-ting, instantaneously. Some days, we'll just hang about. We'll think about it for a while. We'll twiddle our thumbs. Maybe we'll go online. Maybe we won't.
Well, it hasn't happened on Facebook yet, and it's 10:59.
Oh, well, it's 10:59, and I see has appeared here. But
we are.
We are 30 seconds in the past, or whatever. Which is all in the past. A moment past. A moment past. All right then. Hello, everybody. It's almost time, and apparently I've just been emailed by YouTube to say I'm now live.
Well, I can see us now.
It's always good. In case I forgot. Good morning, Heather. How you doing? It's Friday. It's the Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start to summer. Although we witches know summer started,
at Cal and Mai.
Well, and if you want to be super super old school, it's when the hawthorn bloomed. So it was actually like last week.
Yeah, finally the hawthorn bloomed.
Yeah, Thursday or Friday of last week, I think it was.
And of course, it's going to rain for the next 3 days. Yesterday, I do a potted garden because I can't get down on my knees anymore. I'm too old.
Morning,
Hello. But I love having a garden. Hi, Kim. So yesterday I put in 64 plants.
Oh, no.
And thank God there's good drainage is all I can say.
Well,
we have a container garden. So I have 4 eggplants and I have a bunch of tomatoes. And Anton went a little crazy. Hi, Brenda.
Why did I go crazy?
He bought 40 pepper plants this year.
Oh, yeah, well, no, really? I thought, they're cheaper by the tray.
Yeah.
And they don't always all make it. Something decides to come along and have one for lunch.
He loves to cook curries.
I do.
So he's got all kinds of different habaneros and chorizo and God only knows what you've got. Cayenne and...
Yeah, some not so hot, some quite hot. There's a couple of hot ones there.
Yeah, habaneros.
So you have even hotter than habaneros. There's one that's way up there. I've got there. So I'm going to handle that one, probably with gloves. Ha ha!
Ha! Hello, yes, Jonathan. Hello, Brenda.
We have a plan for that. I have a very dear friend who happens to be a doctor. Who's, I don't know, I think he's destroyed his taste buds.
No, he still tastes. He just has this very strong constitution for hot things.
Let me just tell you.
There are quite a few of our friends who really love the hot stuff.
Well, no, I mean, this is like, he's just nuts. we should
morning, Lori.
We should say actually at this point, because we haven't actually said it, we have good morning and welcome to Elevensies, the late morning show with Lisa and Anton. I'm Anton.
And I'm Lisa.
So there you go.
Okay, there you go.
You're joining us.
Well, we have several friends
who
love the hot stuff. Maria is an Aries.
Right.
People who live far away. We've been mailing curries out to people.
It's true.
Anyway, so yes, he's got 40 pepper plants out of the 64 plants I put in yesterday.
I like peppers. They're not all hot. Peppers are an essential ingredient for cooking.
Yeah, you got some bell peppers.
The nice thing about this is, I know what goes into it. We can raise it organically, and because we really love to cook with all natural stuff. And unfortunately, as you can probably tell how thin and svelte like we are, we do like to cook.
We both love to cook. We both love to eat. I have Cancer moon, and he has Cancer rising. So we love being in the kitchen together.
Well, our problem is this last 12 months or so with the pandemic, where we've had no company. we've cooked the same quantity we normally cook to feed loads of others, and wound up eating it ourselves.
Yes, we are foodies. We were foodies before that word became popular. We would just holler out, foodie. It's very funny.
I love curries. I
love curry too. I just don't like really hot.
It doesn't have to be hot. You can make a very spicy curry without being hot. Yeah,
korma
exactly.
is lovely. Jinga masalas are lovely. I'll even do tikka masala.
Tikka just means good. Masala is a mix and tikka is good. Yeah. So it's a good mix, a good mixture. Chicken tikka masala. There you go.
But I can't do the, now that you've tasted this, your nose is running and your eyes are on fire and you can't taste another thing all day.
You really should contemplate putting the toilet roll in the fridge.
That's no fun for me.
But no, I've done a few of those. Oh gosh, one of the hilarious ones is I had a stab at this because it's quite a long-term thing, but one of the nice condiments, which is seriously stupid hot, is lime pickle. I don't know if you guys know about lime pickle. But I made some lime pickle, and basically you start out with limes.
Wedges of lime.
And salt. And basically you have to stand this out, and you need it to ferment but very, very slowly. So it actually sits out in the sun in a sealed jar, in one of these big old mason jars. You sit it out in the sun, and the limes ferment, and the salt slows down the fermentation so they don't actually go off, and preserves them as well. And so what happens is all of the lime, including the skin, becomes softened and edible. And you've got this beautiful pecans with the lime in the taste. However, you then add that you make this a very, very, very hot condiment. There's an awful lot of peppers and stuff like that. So yes, so we made some of this for our friends, didn't we?
This was the year that one of the people from our community bought the church a farm share.
Oh yeah.
With the idea that we would can things and have get donations for people buying canned goods.
Yeah.
For people who haven't been in the store, in the front of the store, there's a little rack that has candy bars and water. So you can come in and for $1, you can get a nice sized candy bar or a bag of M&Ms or whatever, or a water. And that money goes to the church.
Mm-hmm. So a little donation thing.
So we decided that year that we would can all sorts of things. Mm-hmm. So we personally spent $1,000 on canning jars.
On jars.
And we canned 1,000 items, 1,000 jars.
Yeah,
we made all different kinds of pickles, and we made chicken noodle soup. We ended up making all kinds of things, right? We made beef barley soup and chicken noodle soup and vegetable soup and all different kinds of pickles, spicy pickles, hot pickles, regular pickles. And then, good morning, Jen. We made 2 items in these little small jars. Oh, we made applesauce. My God, everything.
Everything.
Tomato sauce. So we made these 2 little jars. Some were tomato chutney.
Lovely tomato chutney.
Which very was nice. An Indian.
Yep. But it's quite mild.
Yeah.
It's by no means hot.
And this hellacious lime pickle.
Which is not.
And when they were done,
mild.
When they were done, because the spices colored them, they were similar. And I said, what we'll do is we'll cut little, with pinking shears, I'll cut little rings of fabric.
They're really pretty, actually.
Cut little rings of fabric to go inside the jar lid. And this way we'll know that those are the tomato chutney and these are the lime pickle.
Mm.
So we gave some of them to the guy who bought the farm share for us.
Of course, naturally.
And Lagoden Kai bought the farm share.
Okay.
And we gave a couple of jars to Carol, who I don't know if she's here this morning or not.
I haven't seen her, but she might.
So when we said, this one is tomato chutney and this one is lime pickle.
Well, that was the idea.
Okay. So this was a few years back now. So at the time, we were playing a game called Ingress.
Oh, yeah. If anybody's played that. I haven't played that.
Right. And hysterically, I was Queen of Pentacles and he was Minstrel Boy in this game.
Mm.
And then our friend Lagoden Kai was Rotkod because that's Doctor backwards, which I found hysterical. Anyway, so we go out to pick up Rotkod to go play this game. And he says, I had the tomato chutney tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I had it on a baked potato. It was very salty. I said, there's no salt in the tomato chutney. Was it hot? Oh, I thought it was a little hot for chutney, he said. But I ate the whole entire jar on a baked potato. And I said, I have to call Carol, and you are not allowed to poot in the car, man.
Please don't clear your nether throat. This could be bad.
So I called Carol and I said, Carol, I told you the opposite way. The tomato chutney and lime pickle are reversed. And she said, well, I had the tiniest bit on a cracker and I thought, this is very hot.
It is.
So those kind of things are great memories, though. But yeah, we canned 1,000 jars. I think we have a picture of Jen running the booth.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Sold tons of canned goods.
I know. Yeah, well, we're a college town. So, I mean, this is actually the kids could come and get some decent grub for no money.
Well, and I also think, they got the beef barleys and the soups and things.
Beats the heck out of a ramen noodle.
But the community was really really into it too. A lot of people bought pickles and all kinds of things. So that was a good year, but I don't have that kind of stamina to can all summer again.
Well, maybe not. No, but we do make the odd still simmer sauce and fun like that. I do love curries. It's my weakness. I absolutely love them. I do. And they don't have to be hot. You should try it. If you get opportunity, try it. It's, broaden your palate, shall we say.
Yeah.
Broaden your palate, yeah.
But we do love to cook and we love to entertain. And it's been really hard because we would usually at least once a month have some sort of dinner party or gathering. And
a lot of laughter around here.
Yeah. So it was November 19 for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That was the last time we...
Jen, Dylan, and Cheryl. And they were the last guests in our home, and it seems surreal to me because, every year we host Anton's folks, or my brother comes up from the south, or my niece. So, family comes, and then we're always having a guest speaker, or two or three.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And Christopher loves to come because he loves me. He loves our cooking too. We made him chicken cutlet parmesan, and he's like, "Oh, these things are devilishly yummy."
Yes.
Oh, hi Pam.
It's so nice. Company is one of these things. I mean, as we come to Memorial Day weekend, I mean, obviously a lot of people's plans are going to be kind of scuppered because certainly in the Northeast where we are,
it's going to rain.
It's going to absolutely bucket down, which is a bit of a bugger. So
maybe Monday will be nice.
Monday might catch a break, but it's certainly not going to be warm. That's the only other thing. But yeah, I know a lot of people are just itching to get back, and a lot of more people they're like now fully vaccinated and can safely gather with friends and family and stuff. So, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's been a challenge, and I think a lot of people have suffered so much psychologically. We don't realize how dependent we are on actual physical contact with others. Like. We're huggy people, we are, and it sucks to be where you can't, hug your friends and just chill and the simple basic things. You can't put a price on that. So
Kim says maybe we should write a cookbook. Now, funny you should say that. We do have that in our personal repertoire, but.
We could.
Not sure Llewellyn is going to catch us for that. So.
What do you think? What, you magical cooking? I don't know. We could do some sort of magic hearth witchery and fun stuff like that.
when I teach my chakra crystal energy clinician class, part of that talks about Ayurvedic eating and eating local and in season. Mm-hmm. So if I do this cookbook, I would try to do it in that way.
Phone's
Good morning, Anita.
So busy this morning.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
People want to talk to us, so that would be good. Yeah, we don't know where we got on foodie this time, but that's basically one of the most popular courses, which unfortunately we haven't been able to do in quite a while. Is a kitchen witching course.
Oh, kitchen witching was amazing. We did. It was held once a month, and we started in February, and it was a 2-hour course. And a 3-course meal. Mm-hmm. So we would have, for our first class, it was in bulk. Yeah. And it covered so many things. And then we talked a lot about the food that we were serving and why. And for in bulk, I can't remember what the appetizer was, but I know the main course was lamb and parsnips, and dessert was rice pudding, because these were all things that would be, in milk in season.
But yeah,
that was a fantastic
course.
There
was the whole raw foods, and
we did raw foods in the summer. We made zucchini lasagna, raw food. People loved it, but we never had the time to do it again, really, because it was. The Saturday night before, we were doing all this food prep for the Sunday class, but And we had what, like 12 people to
I know,
feed?
it was like
wild.
kind of cramped.
But we
That's
had a
definitely on the
fantastic
agenda
time.
for Celtica.
Oh yeah, when we get Celtica,
when you go and pick your own stuff from the hedge, and we'll do it all.
when we get Celtica, yeah. So yeah, we had a really good Celtica energy day yesterday.
We did. There was a lot of focus on. There was a lot of interesting
coincidences.
I want to call them synchronicities.
Yeah.
It's interesting when things, because our focus and it was, there's some weird things, our focus starting to go back there, and it's like yeah. So it'll happen, nothing without challenge, and some days are more challenging than others.
We were starting to get a little headwind and get rolling, and then the pandemic hit, and that kind of put everything on hold. Well, but I mean, look. Everybody's life.
We're still breathing. We're still kicking. We're still here.
And Yama Ohid, we are still here. And we're just going to pick up now where we were, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to, be even better than we were before, because we've had all this time saved up.
If you're watching us and you want to know more about Celtica, just go to celtica.org. Yeah, and there's a nice little video there that'll tell you all about it and what our idea is. And really it's trying to, we talk so much about being in relationship with the land and in relationship with everything, and we've lost that somehow, that we've moved away from that, and we've gotten, into this race, I'm afraid, of just, use it up, wear it out, throw it away, fill the Pacific Ocean with garbage. This is, please, I'm not accusing any one of you guys. I'm sure you're all, very cognizant and responsible and stuff like that. But so many in this world, unfortunately, the majority, the collective mindset, if you will, is almost like that. And the idea, the vision behind Celtica is to look to the wisdom of our ancestors, and the skills that they had, and their connection, their deep connection. When we try to explain Celtic spirituality, you can't, because there wasn't any. There just wasn't. It was just the way of life. It's just the way it is. It was that connection, innate connection to everything around us, and so we're trying to, we want desperately to instill this and get back to these values, where people realize that what they do is important, and it's not just about them. It's, we have a duty to our planet, everybody, people who drive, if you realize, if you don't maintain your car, if you don't look after your car will let you down. It's going to break down at some point. If you treat it with total abuse, if you just thrash the heck out of it, skid all over the place, stamp on the brakes, things, and don't treat it with a modicum, never wash it, never change the oil, the thing's going to fall apart eventually. And yet we are doing that to the planet where we live. We are dependent upon our planet.
Every piece of plastic that has ever been made since the 60s and 70s still exists somewhere on this planet.
Well, there's a lot of it floating in the Pacific Ocean.
Well, that's why we're getting microplastics in fish now.
Yes. Can I have a bag for the fish? It's in it already, sir. Yes. Yeah. It's kind of sad, really.
But seriously, if you haven't seen the Celtica video, please go to celtica.org. And if you can afford a small donation, please do that, because we are now starting to spearhead our campaign again to get on with this.
The crazy thing about this in fundraising, it's necessary to spend money to raise money. I know that sounds crazy, but
all kinds of support.
We're not quite the world famous personalities we need to be yet to just snap our fingers and have people put, several $1 million into a pot,
Yeah, get Oprah. Or somebody.
Yeah, Oprah. Give us a call.
She's an aquarium.
We'd love to have you on our Elevensies morning show. And our card for the day is
the Seven of Cups. Decisions.
The words of Yoda, choose you must.
All right, can you hold it?
I can, of course I can. Okay. I'd be glad to. I'm so sorry.
So the moon has moved into Capricorn today, which might make you a little more grounded than the wild energy of the Sag and the eclipse thing that happened. But Mercury is preparing for its station and retrograde. So I'm going to say that remind yourself signals today might be scrambled. And many times we want to find a sign in everything.
It's a sign.
But today might be a little bit scrambly. So step back, shake your head, and really look at what's being presented. Because things might be a little bit gearing up for crazy time.
I'm all of that, and I would just add, just also be mindful things are not always as they appear.
Nor are they otherwise.
Nor are they necessarily otherwise, just to add that layer of confusion there. So
but that's the kind of how it is.
What are you getting, a wasp or a bee,
Things are not how they appear, nor are they otherwise. So yeah. Proceed with caution today, but proceed.
But choose you must. You can't. No, you've got to bring pragmatism here. A choice must be made, but it doesn't mean that you can't, change tack, because this is not a fire and forget scenario. We've said it's test and adjust, test and adjust, test and adjust. So if it's apparent you've gone, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, then don't be stuck there and go, I've said it, so I'll do it. I've set the controls to the heart of the sun now. That's the way it's going to be. No. You have control over your life. So, but choose. I know it's difficult and things are a little bit, up in the air and a bit confusing, and energies are a little bit fractured, and people are a little bit on tenterhooks and all that sort of stuff. And
well, always before Mercury retrograde, things get.
Gets pear-shaped.
We always have a very interesting time the week before. And we've had so much technical crazy stuff.
There is. I'm impressed we're online. I have to say that. I'm impressed we did it. It's okay. It kind of worked. But yeah, fun times. And yeah, for those of you that serve, thank you for your service. I particularly appreciate that. And Memorial Day,
get out of uniform.
Yeah, just bear in mind to those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, no matter what side they fought on. Anybody who gave their lives in defense of their country or realm. And tomorrow is Psychotic Fair, we're being reminded.
28
years. We were going to have this tent village on the lawn, but I think it's going to be a bit of a washout. So we'll test and adjust.
Yeah, I got those beautiful tarot card walls to use in people's tents, but I'm not going to ruin them all in the rain. So
maybe we'll have a rain date. We'll have a rain date.
We'll have another psychic fair. We have one every month. So,
but yeah, it's come and see us. Come and say hi. Come and suck up some of the good energy.
You just won't believe all the stuff I've got crammed in the store if you haven't been in a while.
And if you didn't catch our box opening from...
jewelry. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, we have got some stonking bits in there.
One piece of Libyan desert glass.
That's all that remains.
And about 3 pieces of moldavite left.
That's all that remains. Yeah. Yes. So there you go. Is that us? Have we got anything else?
It's 11:22. What a perfect time.
11:22. What a perfect time to end, as you say. So thank you so much for watching us. It's as always a pleasure. Please tell your friends about us. We don't want to be such a well-kept secret. We love people, and we think we can make people see things in a slightly better way. So point them in our direction.
Pam is asking, are candles ready? Well, almost. We were going to do Candle Club yesterday, but of course we had a problem with the company and they did not send any wicks the week before. So no, we will be making candles next Thursday, Thursday.
I've got an emergency supply of wicks coming.
An emergency supply. So apparently... the Mercury retrograde screwed up their website.
Yeah, it did. Well, was it? No, it was that they didn't get an
their
email.
Whatever. Anyway,
email.
So that was sorted out yesterday. So candles will be ready by the 5th,
yep.
But not too much before that.
I do apologize.
But Pam, don't worry. What we have, we set our sacred space and we open. Anyway. We have a way to avoid the Mercury retrograde energy.
We have some, some stored magical energies, which we'll talk. We talk about that in our Craft of the Wise class and all that fun stuff. But we might visit that. We can explain how to how to store things up and utilize that energy. So, yeah, it's not an issue. Again, you have to adapt, improvise and overcome.
Just keep swimming.
Yes, just keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
Keep swimming. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for your service if you served. And have an amazingly beautiful weekend. And hopefully, if you've got opportunity, come and see us. All right? So, like, comment, and subscribe, follow us wherever. And we'll see you, if not before,